baby's just blissing out over there. All right, okay. Well, let's get going. So find a comfortable seat here on your mat. You can sit up on a bolster or one of these fancy zafu cushions. Close your eyes. And take a moment just allowing yourself to shift around. Feeling for a balanced, comfortable seat. Maybe not totally comfortable, but as comfortable as you can settle into in this moment. And letting your awareness transition from your physical body into your breath. And breath is this kind of fine line between physicality and more of that emotional state, or that unconscious area. So just starting to tune into your breath this morning. Intentionally drawing the breath in, using the muscles in the back of your throat. Filling yourself up as much as you can. Noticing that pause at the top of the inhale, and then beginning that exhale to empty yourself all the way out. The bottom of your exhale, notice that pause of emptiness. Perhaps even naming or discovering what that feels like to you. Maybe it's hollow, maybe it feels like pressure. And then filling up all that space back with your breath, keeping that rhythm going. Keep your breath going, and we'll work today with this intention of heating ourselves up from the inside. So especially as we transition into these cooler months, it's easy for our bodies to lock up and close off, get rigid and tight. So very intentionally working with our own inner heat, strength, fire to create space and ease of movement today. And this can translate beyond the physical piece, working with less rigidity, more flexibility internally and externally. So take a few more breaths here, just letting that intention sink in. Additionally, if there is any other intention that is calling to you today, weave that in with your breath as well. Take a few more breaths. Next inhale, slowly open your eyes. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together into a Baddha Konasana. So you're welcome to stay sitting upright or come down off of your prop. Also place bolsters or blocks under the knees for more support if it's bothering your hips. So we're going to do 3 rounds of Uddiyana Bandha and 2 rounds of Agnisara. So you'll take a deep breath in. I can't demo it because there's a baby in here, but you'll take a deep breath in. Hold full at the top, and then you'll exhale strongly out the mouth, coming forward, and you'll pull the belly in and up, hollowing out. So it's like you're drawing the belly button back towards the spine. So we're gonna do 3 rounds of that. I'll guide you through it, and then we're gonna do 2 rounds rather, of Annastasia, where you pull the belly in and up, and then rather than holding it, you'll press the belly out, pull it in, press it out, all without breathing. Any questions there? All right, let's get going. Take a deep breath in, fingertips back behind you. Lift up tall through the chest. As you're ready, exhale strongly out the mouth, come forward. Once you're empty, stay empty. Draw navel towards spine so you feel that hollowing out of the belly. If you want an extra traction, press the hands into the earth, draw the chest forward so you lengthen through the spine. When you're ready to inhale, release the abdominals. Huge breath in, lift up to the heart. Draw shoulder blades back, optional hold here at the top. Then as you're ready, exhale strongly out the mouth. Yes, perfect. Draw navel in and up, hollowing out. When you're ready to inhale, release the belly and the jaw. Then make your way back up to 1 more round like that. And from here, transitioning into Annastasia, so same action. You can just continue. Empty the air out, all the way coming forward. Holding empty, draw belly in and up. Stay empty, so you're holding the breath out. Press the belly out, pull it in, press it out, all without breathing. Yeah, you got it. And it could be a very minor flutter. When you're ready to inhale, rise back up to that once more at your own pace. This time, stay forward, getting deeper into this fold. Transitioning back into that dry breath. Really spreading the breath down through the back body. So huge, long breaths in the nose, out the nose. Soften your neck and shoulders. Just a few more rounds of breath here. Noticing how some of that abdominal work, which really helps with digestion, core strength. Building that fire from inside. Notice how that feels in this moment in your body. Your next inhale, slowly ease your way up. Hands to outer thighs, help the knees back together. And then come forward onto hands and knees. And we're gonna roll through a few rounds of cat-cows, creating a little more space and opening in the body. So your inhale, scoop the chest forward and up, draw your belly down. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest, opening up the back body. You can keep with this basic flow, or you can start adding on in any way that feels good to your body today. So it could be shifting the hips forward, taking a modified up dog, maybe easing all the way back to a child's pose, or perhaps some hip circles or side to side swaying. Just starting to experiment and feel. Take about 5 breaths. There's no wrong movements here. Just you feel ready, make your way back to our first downward facing dog of the practice. And there's no rush to get there, so if cat-cows are feeling absolutely delicious, stay with that for a bit longer. But as you do feel ready, tucking toes under, hips extend to the sky, moving into that downward facing dog. And you have the option here to make it a more steady pose by really pressing into the earth with your hands, extending the hips to the sky, feeling for that structure. Or you can weave in that movement, bending and straightening the legs, even shifting in and out of the pose. Just feeling into your body this morning. The key today is really about experimenting and seeing your body for what it is in this moment. And then taking it a step further and not allowing for that judgment to creep in. Just feeling, observing. We'll take 2 more breaths here. Exhale all the air out. Step your feet to the top of your mat so you arrive in a forward fold. Knees can be bent a lot, especially if you've got tight hamstrings or low back this morning. Inhale, halfway lift, extending the spine. Yes, exhale to fold it in. We'll do one more like that. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthening. And exhale, fold it in. Inhale to come all the way upright, rolling, so you're stacking vertebrae over vertebrae. Arms extend overhead, maybe a little back bend if that feels good. Exhale, hands gather heart center. Inhale, float your arms back up to the sky. Exhale, slow and controlled dive forward. Roll, or you can swan dive. With your inhale, lengthen up halfway. Exhale, bend the knees deeply. Roll your way into a seat and come all the way down onto your back. Don't worry, we didn't forget core work. So make sure you have your prop nearby. That rolled up mat if you brought one with you, because I don't know where mine went. Or that block. And place it in between your thighs, snug up towards the pubic bone. Extend your legs straight up towards the ceiling. Now check it. If this is feeling like it's pulling too much on any of your muscles or your back body, bend your knees. If that still is bothering you today, keep your feet on the ground. Interlace the hands back behind your head. Take a huge breath down into the belly and low back. Hold that breath in, curl tailbone up, squeeze your prop strongly. On your exhale, lift head and shoulders, yes. Squeeze a little more, pull low belly down. Inhale, lower head and shoulders to the mat. Hold the breath. Press mid back in the mat. Curl tailbone up, squeeze the prop. Exhale, head and shoulders lift. Shoulder blades lift. Good, Lisa. Pull low belly down. Inhale, lower head and shoulders. Hold the breath. Press mid back in the mat. Curl tailbone, squeeze. Exhale, head and shoulders lift. Shoulder blades lift. Pull low belly down. Inhale, lower head and shoulders. Hold the breath. Press mid back in the mat. Curl tailbone, squeeze. Exhale, head and shoulders lift. Shoulder blades lift. Pull belly down, talk a little more. Yes. Inhale, lower head and shoulders. Hold the breath. Curl tailbone up. Squeeze your prop. Exhale, head and shoulder blades lift. Squeeze a little more. Pull belly down, tuck a little more. Yes. Inhale, lower head and shoulders. Hold the breath. Press mid back in the mat. Curl tailbone. Squeeze. Exhale, head and shoulders lift, shoulder blades lift, squeeze a little more, pull belly down, tuck a little more, and release release head and shoulders. We're going to do 2 more rounds. Deep breath in. Hold that breath. Tuck tailbone. Squeeze your prop. Exhale, head and shoulders lift. Squeeze a little more. Pull belly down. Inhale, lower head and shoulders. Last round here. Tuck tailbone. Squeeze your prop strongly. Exhale, head and shoulders lift. Squeeze a little more. Pull belly down. Tuck a little more. And inhale, release it all to the earth. Set your prop aside. Pick your feet back up. This time, everybody knees bent at 90-degree angles. Once again, if this feels like too much on your back, you can keep the feet on the ground. Interlace the hands behind your head. Take a deep breath down into the low back. Hold that breath, tuck tailbone. Exhale, lift head and shoulders. Relax your head into your hands, deep breath in. Hold that breath, tuck tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards the left thigh. Reach right leg forward at a 45-degree angle, or if that feels like too much, reach it straight up to the sky. Pull belly down. Inhale, bend both knees, come back to center, head and shoulders stay up. Hold that breath in, tuck tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards right thigh. Reach left leg forward 45 degrees or straight up to the sky. Pull belly down. Inhale, bend both knees back to center. Hold the breath. Press mid back to the mat. Curl tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards left thigh. Reach right leg forward or straight up, your choice. Pull low belly down. Inhale, come back to center, bending both knees. Hold the breath. Press mid back in the mat. Curl tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards right thigh. Reach left leg forward. Spread your toes wide. Good, Shannon. Pull low belly down. Inhale, bend both knees. Back to center. Hold the breath. Press mid back in the mat. Curl tailbone up. Exhale, elbows towards left thigh. Tuck tailbone a little more. Reach right leg forward 45 degrees or straight up to the sky. Pull belly down. Inhale, back to center. Hold the breath. Tuck tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards right thigh. Reach left leg up and forward. Pull low belly down. Tuck a little more. Inhale, back to center. Last round here. Hold the breath. Curl tailbone up. Exhale, elbows towards left thigh. Reach right leg forward. Spread your toes. Tuck a little more. Pull belly down. Back through center. Hold the breath. Tuck tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards right thigh. Reach left leg up and out. Spread your toes, pull belly down. Get that second tuck. Inhale, back to center and release. Stretch your legs to the front of the room. Extend your arms overhead. Get this full body stretch. Take a few breaths, just washing it through the core. Feeling some of that heat move from your center outward, extending to your limbs and your heart center. Exhale, release your arms to your sides. Bend your knees so both feet are pressed onto the earth. Pick up the left leg, cross your left leg over the right thigh. All right, you have 2 options here. You can keep the leg crossed, or you can pick up that right foot and get a second tuck of the left toes underneath the calf. So your legs are once again at a 90-ish degree angle. All right, you can also keep the foot on the ground. Bring both hands to the center of that left thigh. Take a deep breath in. Hold the breath, tuck tailbone. Press hand into thigh, thigh back into hands. Pull low belly down. It's a version of twisted root. Take a deep breath in here. Release the press. On your next exhale, curl tailbone up. Press hand into thighs, thighs back into hands. Pull low belly down. Good. Inhale, release the press. So you're using your legs as additional resistance. One more round. Deep breath in. Exhale, tuck tailbone. Press hand into thighs, thighs back into hands as strong as you can. Pull belly down. And inhale, release, switch sides. So left foot is rooted, right leg crosses over. If it feels okay, keep both legs lifted. Don't make it a lot more challenging. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, tuck tailbone. Press hand into thighs, thighs back into hands. Pull belly down. Inhale, relax the press. Exhale, tuck tailbone. Press hand into thighs, thighs back into hands. Pull low belly down. Inhale, relax. Last one here. Tuck tailbone. Squeeze thighs. Press as strongly as you can. Pull belly down. And release. Walk your feet mat width apart. Arms come out to your sides. On your exhale, lower the knees to one side. You're welcome to stay here for a few breaths. Or with your next inhale, bring your legs back through center. Exhale over to the other side. And just moving in a rhythm that feels good to your body here. Once again, if it feels good to stay, nice side body stretch, you're welcome to stay for a few breaths and then meet up with us. Bring your legs back to center. Setting up for a bridge pose, make sure you have your prop reachable. Stack your knees over your ankles, feet about hip width apart. On your inhale, peel the spine up and away from the earth, coming into bridge. Now from here, root down strongly through your feet, lift up to the hips so this whole front body has this opportunity to expand and open up, yes. Direct your breath into all that space you just created. Go ahead and take your block, place it tallest height underneath your hips that you can comfortably place it. Root down strongly through the left foot. Inhale, right leg goes straight up to the sky. Spread your toes. Press this foot high like you're trying to reach it into the rafters. And then balance that out by pressing down through the left foot so both legs are actively engaged here. Exhale, bend the right knee. Cross your ankle over the thigh. Start to draw that right knee forward and away, opening up to this right hip. You can always place your right hand on the hip as a reminder of where to breathe into. Perhaps closing your eyes so your awareness is more internal. Still pressing that left foot into the ground so you're not sinking into your prop. Fill this stretch with breath. Keep drawing the right knee down and forward so you're opening up to that hip and that quad. Inhale, re-extend the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, slowly set the right foot back down on the mat. Readjust your block if needed. And on your next inhale, as you feel steady, reach the left leg up towards the sky. And it's pretty normal to have one leg that can reach higher than the other. So just notice it without judgment. Press the right foot down as you reach the left side back. Exhale, bend the left knee, cross your ankle over the thigh. Direct that left knee forward and down so you're opening up to this left hip. Breathe into the space you've created here. Left hand can be on hip joint for support. Inhale, re-extend the left leg to the sky. Exhale, slowly lower that left foot back to the earth. Root down through both feet, remove your prop. We're going to take 3 more breaths in your bridge. So really pressing down through the feet, lifting up through this front body. Let the breath travel from the belly all the way up to the heart. Exhale, tuck tailbone, slowly lower upper, middle, and lower back down to the mat. Take a moment here to pause, either neutral, option to press the thighs away, or even hug the knees towards your chest. If that feels good, just release the spine. And rolling over to your side, use your arms to press your way up to a seat and come all the way forward onto forearms and knees, setting up for our dolphin of the day. So take a moment here setting up. Elbows are directly under shoulders, forearms either parallel to one another or hands clasping for additional support. If at any point your elbows start to sneak out and your hands start to sneak in, come out of the pose, clasp your hands. Take a deep breath into the back of the heart. On your exhale, tuck your toes under, engage the chest muscles, lift your hips up to the sky for dolphin. Yes. Let your head hang heavy. It's not touching the ground but reaching towards the earth. Create some space in the neck here. Lifting the hips high to the sky. Knees can stay bent. It's more important to have the spine working towards long. Lifting up like that. Yeah, and then let your head go. Yes, that's it. Get that breath stronger, supporting his toes. And as you stay here a little bit longer, perhaps the legs start to straighten, maybe the heels work closer to the earth. Reaching those hips up, yes. And always exhale out the mouth to release some of that tension. Good. Just notice what arises here as you build this heat at your core, shoulders. Maybe tiptoeing the toes in a little bit closer to your elbows so you become more perpendicular with the ground. Nice. 5 more breaths in your dolphin. Keep that breath smooth and strong. Last inhale here, maybe the hips lift a little bit higher. And exhale, knees to the earth. Child's pose, puppy pose, or embryo pose. Whatever allows you to rest here. So hips to heels or hips elevated over the knees. Arms can extend forward or along your side bodies. Take a few intentional breaths into the back body, letting that heat, intensity, move beyond your center out to the limbs. Bring back into mind that intention. Re-engage with that here. Commit. Inhale, roll your way up to hands and knees. Exhale, make your way back to downward facing feels good, bring some of that in. Twisting hips side to side, or even, as John calls it, walking your dog, bending and straightening the legs. Deep breath in and down dog. And then exhale, bend your knees. Step or hop to the top of your mat, arriving in a forward fold. Inhale, half a lift, extending the spine. Exhale to fold it in. And inhale, come all the way up to standing. Arms reach overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Classical suns with some variations. On your inhale, float the arms back up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, step left foot back for a low lunge. So left knee comes down to the ground. Hands can come up to the right thigh. Or you can reach both or one arm up to the sky. Keep shifting the hips forward, opening and breathing into the front body. A few more deep breaths here, activating both legs. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step your way back to plank pose. Either that upper push-up position or knees can come down for support. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, scoop the chest, forward and up, cobra or up dog. Shoulder blades back. Exhale to downward facing dog. Exhale, step left foot forward, low lunge. Right knee lowers to the earth. Either hands on that left thigh or one or both arms extend to the sky. Dropping shoulders away from your ears, fill the front body up with breath. Exhale, hands to the earth, forward folds. Driving into the belly, come all the way up. Inhale, sweep arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Flowing once through that. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, right foot back, lunge. Lower the knee down. One breath, lift up and open through the torso. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step your way back to plank pose. You can always skip the chaturanga and go direct into down dog. Otherwise, flow chaturanga. And now cobra or up dog, and we'll all meet up and down dog. Inhale, step right foot forward, lunge. Lift and open, telescoping the ribs. Good, exhale, hands to the mat, forward fold. Inhale to rise all the way up, lifting tall. Exhale, hands back to heart center. Adding on, inhale, re-extend. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. This time, crescent lunge, step left foot back. Keep the left knee lifted, arms extend up to the sky. Taking a few breaths here. Shift the hips down, activate this left leg, lift and open through the torso. Soften the shoulders. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back to plank pose. Your choice, down dog or vinyasa, move with your breath. Shoulder blades back, exhale to down dog. Inhale, step left foot forward. Crescent lunge, lift and open. Back knee is lifted, activate this back leg so the hamstrings engage, quad engages. Opening through the chest and belly. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step forward, forward folds. Inhale, come all the way up to standing, arms reach tall. Exhale, hands to heart center, flowing through that. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, right foot back, lunge. Lift and open. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step to plank. Continue the exhale, chaturanga. Scoop the chest here so shoulder blades down and back. Good, David. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot comes forward, crescent lunge. One breath, lift and open. With your exhale, hands to the earth. Step forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, come all the way up, lifting tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more variation here. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, dive, Uttanasana. Inhale, step left foot back. This time keep left hand on the ground or your block. Right arm opens to the sky for a spider twist. Reach up and open. Yes, beautiful. Draw that right shoulder blade on the back. Lift through the heart here. Exhale, right hand to the earth. Step to plank pose. Move through your vinyasa, slow and controlled with your breath. Yes, exhale back to downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot comes forward. Twisty lunge, right hand stays rooted. On the ground or block, inhale, left arm extends to the sky. Using that inhale to lift and open through the heart. Use your exhale, maybe connecting back to Uddiyana Bandha, that core lock. Exhale, left hand to the mat, forward fold. Inhale to come all the way up, arms sweep overhead. Exhale, hands back to heart to center. One flow through that. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, right foot back, twisting lunge. Left arm extends up to the sky. Exhale, lower left hand to the mat. Step to plank. Flow through your vinyasa. Chaturanga and up dog with your breath. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward, twisting lunge, lift and open. Exhale, lower right hand to the mat, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way upright. Exhale, hands back to heart center. Close your eyes, take a few breaths here. Arms can rest by your sides in a basic mountain pose. Just notice some of that heat that you just built. Now float your arms back up to the sky. This time interlace the hands up top. Reach up towards the sky. So you're lengthening out the spine. You can keep hands fully interlaced or pointer fingers extending upward. Slight tuck of the tailbone. Exhale, reach up and over to the right side of the room. Hips shifting to the left, opening up this side body. Your next exhale, lower the left hand either onto your hip for support or reach that left leg, or left hand rather, down the left leg, extending the stretch. Yeah. Engage the legs, come all the way back up. Re-interlace, sweep and reach taller to the sky. Exhale up and over to the opposite side. Breathing into this right side body. Good. Exhale, left hand comes down either to the hip or reaching along the side. Engage the legs, come all the way back upright. Exhale, hands to heart center. Hands back behind you. Either thumbs pointing in towards the spine or fingertips pointing down towards the sit bones. Take a huge breath, lift up to the heart. On your exhale, engage the shoulder blades towards one another. Lift up to the chest and then start to lean back even more. Knees can be softly bent here. Deep breaths to lift to the heart. Exhale, engage the back body so you're protecting the spine. Lift with the inhale. Maybe go a little bit deeper with the exhale. 2 more breaths. Chin can always tuck to chest. And firing up the legs. Come all the way back upright. Inhale, arms reach the sky. Exhale, sit back to chair pose, Utkatasana. On your exhale, lower your hands to your thighs. 3 rounds of Uddiyana Bandha just to release the back body after that back bend. Take a deep breath in. Exhale all the air out. Hold empty, drop belly and up, hollowing out. When you're ready to inhale, release the belly, then take a huge breath in. Do that twice more at your own rhythm. And then after that 3rd round, fold forward, Uttanasana. Any version of this forward fold that you'd like here, so arms can simply hang towards the earth. Maybe you take a ragdoll variation, tucking hands in opposite elbow. Maybe you take the gorilla version, walking the palms of your hands under the soles of your feet. Just taking a few intentional breaths here. Shift the weight more towards the balls of the feet. Notice how that increases the stretch in the back body. Allowing gravity to open you up. We'll take a few more breaths here. Inhale, half a lift, release your arms. Exhale, place your hands onto the mat and just step your way back to plank pose, that upper push-up position. Knees can always come down for support, or you can keep the hips elevated. On your exhale, lower slowly, chaturanga all the way down to your belly. You guys get to lay on your belly, I don't. All the way down to the belly. From here, take your hands next to your chest. On your inhale, peel the shoulder blades away from the mat. Squeeze the elbows towards the back body. Lift up just to the chest. So you're using the back muscles to lift you up. Yeah, I've used the hands a little bit, but you're just using the back muscles. Reach strongly through your legs so you're lengthening the spine. Your hands could float away from the ground here. There's barely any pressure there. And then exhale all the way back down to the belly. Turn your head to the right. Take a few deep breaths here. Inhale, turn your head back to face the mat. Shoulder blades hug spine, reach elbows back. On your inhale, peel the chest and head up off the back. This time, pick the hands up off of the ground. So I'll demo from seated up. Hands up off the ground, and then reach the arms back behind you. Lift your legs away from the earth for Salabhasana. Yeah, you've all got it. You don't need me to demo it. Hug shoulder blades onto the back. Lift away from the earth. Yes, beautiful. One more inhale here. Exhale, lower down to the earth. Turn your head to the opposite side. Take a few deep breaths into the back body. All right, one more round of Salabhasana, your choice. You can take the version we just took, or you can interlace the hands at the base of the spine. Use that as additional leverage to lift through the heart. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, engage the back body, lift up away from the mat. Yes, awesome. Feel for that space in the chest. Breath focuses more on the upper frame of the body. Keep lifting up, feeling for that space. 2 more full breaths here. Keep drawing the shoulder blades back, getting that engagement. And then exhale, release. Hands next to your chest. Tuck your toes under. So you have 2 options here. Option 1 is you're going to press up to hands and knees and back to down dog. Or you get to play with being ridiculously strong, in which case you will hover above the ground, bending the elbows in this push-up position, straighten out the arms to plank, and then all the way back to downward facing dog. Yes, awesome, Sharon. From downward facing dog, take a deep breath in. Exhale out the mouth. One more like that, deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, extend the left leg up to the sky. Exhale, bend the left leg, start to open through the hip. Fill up this left side body, left hip flexor, that full fluid breath. Inhale, re-extend the left leg. Exhale, step the left foot through for warrior 2 on this side. Right heel roots. Inhale, rise up so you're facing the window side of the room. Yeah. Arms parallel to the ground. Full Ujjayi breath here. Look down and check out that left knee. Make sure that it's not jutting out inward or forward past the ankle. So you want to stack the knee directly over the ankle here. And then balance the weight so both feet are equally supporting you here. Reverse warrior, flip the left palm to the sky. Right hand can start on the right hand, reach up and back, opening, yeah, there you go, through this left side body. Right hand can work its way down that right leg if you prefer, or if you like the bind, you can take that. Full fluid breaths into this left side body. And then taking a neck stretch, reach the left arm forward, head hangs heavy towards the right shoulder. Close your eyes, deep breaths into this left side of the neck. Reaching through the left hand, come back up through warrior 2. We're going to come all the way forward into an extended warrior. So bringing the left forearm down to the left thigh, right arm reaches up overhead, lengthening out the right side body. Reach that arm long, balance it out by pressing down through the outer edge of the right foot. Fill up the right side body with breath. Inhale, lower the right hand towards the ground, and then reach the arms straight up to the sky, coming into a heart opener. Yeah, that's it. So right fingertips reach up to the sky. Yeah, try and draw that right shoulder blade on the back, puffing out to the chest and belly. Exhale, right arm back behind you. You have a few options here. You can tuck the hand into clothing, or maybe you can grab hold of the inner left thigh with the right hand. Draw the right shoulder blade back, yes. That's it. Press the left forearm down into the left thigh. For a neck stretch, let the head go. There you go. Last option here, you're welcome to stay exactly as you are or come into a bind. Left hand comes towards the ground. Hands clasp back behind that left thigh, opening up through the chest still. Yes, beautiful. 2 more breaths. Inhale, release, coming into head to ankle prep. Bring both hands down to the ground. If the ground feels far away, bring your hands to a block. Keep the left knee bent at 90-degree angle. Walk both hands to the back of your mat, so your legs stay exactly as they are, warrior 2 formation. Now take the left hand to the inside of the left thigh. Start to press that left leg forward and away. The deeper you bend the left knee, the more you will feel this stretch. Lean your torso towards the right leg. So the only thing that's jutting forward is that left leg. 3 more breaths. I know this pose is intense. Sometimes we call it head to ankle hell. And release. Straighten out the left leg. Turn the left toes inward so you have parallel feet. Moving into Prasarita Padottanasana, wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, extending the spine. Exhale to just fold it in. Now it's a choose your own adventure with your arms, so hands can rest towards the ground here. You can grab hold of the big toes. You can interlace the hands behind your back. You can take or you can work with neck traction by grabbing some hair, letting the weight of your arms pull you deeper into the neck. Three more breaths. Keep the legs active by squeezing the inner thighs towards one another. Your next exhale, release the arms wherever they are. Inhale, halfway lift that spinal extension, and then walk your hands back to the top of your mat. Swivel the toes around so your knees, or your left knee rather, is once again bent, 90-degree angle. Spinal twist, right hand stays rooted. Inhale, left arm lifts to the sky. Right hand can be on your prop. If this feels too deep, left hand can be on the thigh. You can always bring the right knee down to the ground as well. Last option here, if you'd like to go deeper into your twist, you can always turn this into a prayer twist, lifting up, crossing the right elbow over the left thigh. So moving into the version that works best with your body in this moment. Yeah, good. Lisa, keep drawing the left shoulder blade back, opening through the chest, even in that deeper twist. Full breaths here. Inhale, unwind, bring your hands all the way down to the mat. Lower the right knee to the earth. Add some padding under that right knee so you protect the joint. Bring your hands up to the left thigh. So getting a little bit deeper into the quads and hip flexor. Walk that left foot forward. Shift your hips down, lift through the heart. Activate the back leg by really pressing into the earth, so much so that maybe the left knee pretends to lift away from the ground. Option to extend the arms to the sky. Breathing more into the chest and belly. Exhale, hands to the earth. Both hands come to the inside of that left leg. All right, moving a little bit deeper here. So this may be where you stay. Hands on the earth, hips to the ground. Or perhaps the forearms come down to the ground. The ground feels far away, but you still want to get off the wrists, you can lower your forearms to your block. Final option here is to add some engagement to the back leg, curling the right toes under, picking up the right knee. Now that can be done regardless of whether you're on the palms of your hands or on the forearms. Breathing down into the belly. Keep hugging that left knee in towards your torso. Soften through the pelvis. 3 more breaths. If your back knee is lifted, lower it down. If you're down on the forearms, come back up to the palms of your hands. I'm going to swivel so you all can see what I'm doing. So, moving into lounge lunge. You're going to turn your torso towards that left thigh. Right hand stays rooted. Left arm is going to wrap around the left leg. Yeah, and you're just going to relax the right side body towards the ground. So right leg is long and straight along the mat. Squeeze this right leg or left leg rather in towards the chest. Your goal is to feel a stretch on the right side body, maybe into the right outer leg. Few more breaths here. And then turning back to face the earth. Curl the right toes under. Step your way back to a 3-legged down dog. The left leg extends up to the sky. Left knee bends, opening through your hip. You have an option to flip your dog here if you'd like here. Opening through the chest and belly a little more. If your dog is flipped, flip it back over. Everybody re-extend the left leg. Exhale into pigeon on this side. Left leg threads through. We're going to take a relaxing pigeon. So, a few options here. You can place your block under your hip to take some pressure out of the joints. You could also sit completely onto the hip, bending both legs. That's a good option. And then coming forward if you've taken either of those variations, or come all the way onto your back. Take a reclined version, ankle hooks over the thigh, stretching here without pressure on the joints. So pick your poison. Move into your stretch. Yeah, good. About 5 full breaths here. Really weaving some of that breath into your hip. Where can you soften? As we're in this more resting pose, even though it's intense, notice how some of the heat from your core and your muscles start to spread out for the rest of the body. Using that heat to melt away some of the layers of stagnation, of inflexibility. Last exhale here. Inhale to slowly ease your way up. You'll take a few breaths to make your way back to downward facing dog. So take your time. Take some cat-cows or even a vinyasa. And the next 2 or so breaths, we'll all meet up in downward facing dog. And just notice the difference between the 2 sides of your body. Take a deep breath in and down dog. Exhale out and out. Inhale, right leg floats up to the sky. Exhale, bend the right knee open through the hip. Create some space in this right side body, even noticing this subtle twist in the mid-spine. Inhale, re-extend the right leg. Exhale, step it through for warrior two on this side. Take a moment to rise up. Setting yourself up in your warrior. Right knee bent towards 90 degrees. Knee is stacked directly over your ankle. Find your breath. Reverse warrior, flip that right palm to the sky. Exhale, reach up and back. Left hand can be on the hip for support, or maybe working its way down the leg or taking your bind. Filling up this right side body with breath, yeah. Moving into a neck stretch, reach the right arm forward. Let the head hang heavy towards the left shoulder. Breathe into this right side of the neck, and you can adjust your hand placement here, or your neck placement to deepen the stretch. Reaching through the right hand, come up and all the way through to extended warrior, right forearm to right thigh. Left arm reaches up overhead, yes. Actively press that right arm into your leg so you're not sinking into the shoulder. Hands spread lightly. Moving into the heart opener, lower the left hand to the ground. Inhale, sweep the arms straight up to the sky, opening through the heart. Chest puffs out towards the white wall, breathing into the chest and belly. Exhale, release the left arm behind you, either tucking your hand into your clothing or grabbing hold of the inside of that right thigh with your left hand. And then let your head hang. So you're in this half bind variation to start. If you'd like to go deeper, you're welcome to stay here, or moving deeper, release the right hand towards the ground, reach around, clasp your hand behind that left leg. Still opening through the left side of the chest, good. Inhale, release. Head to ankle prep. Walk your hands to the back of your mat. Right knee stays bent. Press the right hand to the inside of the right thigh. Press that leg forward and away. Lean the torso towards the left leg. If the ground feels far away, left hand can be placed on a block here. Yeah, good, David. Breathe into this right side body, right hip flexor. 2 more breaths. Release. Right hand to the ground. Swivel the right toes around so your inner edges of your feet are parallel. Prasarita to Padottanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it in. Once again, choose your own adventure in this pose, whatever version feels good to your body. Breathing into the stretch, allowing for a bit of ease here. Your exhale, release hands to the ground if they aren't already. Inhale, halfway lift for spinal extension. And walk your hands back to the top of your mat. Add some padding under that left knee, lower your left knee to the ground. Hands come up to the right thigh to start. And then inch that right foot forward, shift your hips down. You can keep your hands here or both arms can extend up to the sky. Breathing into the intensity here. 2 more breaths. Moving deeper into the lunge, bring your hands down to the ground. You can stay here. Or coming all the way down to the forearms, bringing them to the ground or blocks. You have that option of engaging to the back leg by tucking the toes under, picking up the left knee. Just a few more intense breaths here. Stay with sensation. Your back knee is lifted, lowered into the ground. Press your way back up to the palms of your hands. Lounge, lunge. Turn your torso towards the right leg. Straighten out the left leg. So left leg is reaching towards the back of your mat. Wrap the right arm around the thigh. Relax the left side body towards the ground. Breathe here. The left side of the torso. I like to imagine the side body here as curtains towards the ground. Just draping towards the earth. A few more breaths. Side stretches are really good for the low back. Inhale to turn your torso back towards the mat. Curl the left toes under. Inhale, make your way back to a 3-legged down dog. You can take your time to get there. Bend the right knee open through the hip. You have that option to flip your dog for a wild thing. It feels good. If you're in wild thing, flip it back over. Everybody extend the right leg towards the back of the room. Exhale, thread the right leg through for your pigeon on this side. Once again, you have those options of block under your hip, or sitting totally down on the hip, or coming onto the back. Moving into your stretch here. About 5 or so breaths down into the right hip. Soften around the jaw. Soften around the shoulders. Just noticing some of those ancillary spots that we start to tighten to compensate for the depth of the stretch. Relax there as well. Last deep breath in your pigeon. Option to exhale out the mouth. This time start to ease your way up. Remove any props. Swivel that left side around. We're going to come all the way onto the back. From here, hug your knees into your chest. A little rocking side to side. And transition into a happy baby pose. So reach down, grab hold of the big toes with the first 2 fingers of the hands. If that's too much, just place your hands on your knees. So you're still opening through the hips. And then from here, move into any final movement or pose of choice that will complete your practice. So it could be this happy baby, and you could move from here directly into your Shavasana. Maybe it's a final spinal twist. Maybe it's another back bend or heart opener. Just taking a few breaths for anything else your body is still craving. And if you feel complete, you can transition directly, into that final resting pose. There is no rush, but as you feel ready, allowing your body to rest here, held by the earth. Letting the breath move back to its natural, slow cadence. Just surrendering, letting go for these last few moments of class. Slowly transition over to your side. With eyes still closed, press your way up to a seat on your mat. Inhale to float your arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. It's taking a moment to notice what's shifted, noticing what's currently present.